You're telling me nobody is talking about the fairies caught on camera in Family's backyard.
Ma, you see this?
No.
Whoa, y'all think that's CGI?
Holy shit! What the hell is that?
What is happening? You guys see this? Oh my god, what the fuck is happening? What is that? What is...
Rights don't exist in Greenland.
I can tell you that sun is rotating like the flat earthers claim it rotates, but it's in Greenland, so.
Why is technology in Japan just superior to everywhere else? Because somehow Japan just set a new internet record with them being able to have an internet speed of 402 terabits a second, which is, as you can see right there, 1.6 million times faster than the US national median. And what's crazy about this new world record is that it was actually done on available commercial optical fiber lines, which means rather than using a new type of tech, they're just utilizing fiber optic cable's full potential, which is achieved by using 6 types of amplifiers and optical gain equalizers. And just to put this into perspective, 402 terabits equals 50.25 terabytes, which equates to being able to download 12,500 movies in one single second.
Oh no, that's pretty cool to have all that fast speed, but what is it doing to our body? Don't those frequencies gotta touch our skin? And I'm pretty sure it probably penetrated too. I don't know, that's just my assumption.
That's absolutely insane. So yeah, our internet might just be getting a little bit better soon, and Japan's to thank for it.
What kind of creature is that? I don't know. If anybody said that was an alien, I definitely believe them.
You see that?
What?
What is that?
Talking about?
Oh. How do we open it? Open it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, dude. Easy, be careful with it.
Heavy.
We don't know what's in it. It could be something dangerous. Open it. I don't think it. Oh, look, stop. It's locked. How are we gonna open it? I want to know what's in it.
Bash it on some rocks or something.
Bash it against.
It seemed like if it was a missing baby in there, shouldn't it be hearing some crying or something going on? Or that baby just chill as hell?
The rock?
Here, you pick up that side. You can throw it.
You want to bash it against the rock?
Yeah. One.
Oh, wait, alright, that's not gonna work.
With sadness, I'm writing this letter because I can no longer take care of her. I thought this could be the best way to give her a new life and home. Please take care of her.
Is it like a dog? It says it's a her. If I brought my gun, I could have just shot the lock open. Alright, I'll turn around. I have to go home.
I don't know. I'm kind of calling cap on this because they saying all kind of crazy stuff. Let's bang it against a rock. Let's shoot the lock open. But it's supposed to be a baby inside. It might be a setup.
Oh no, my house is that way. How am I going to get home? Okay, I'll turn around. Hold it off. Let's see what's in here. What the?
Whoa.
There's a baby in here?
No.
So you just telling me after all that moving around on top of the river, the baby's just quiet with the pacifier in her mouth? How did she find the? I'm pretty sure the pacifier went in her mouth the whole time. How was she moving around and grabbing stuff? I'm calling cat.
Wait, what are we gonna do with this? How is it?
It's kind of cute.
Yeah, it's a cute baby.
I wonder what her name is.
All right, let's take her out. Here, it's okay. It's okay. Look, it's okay. She.
Can I grab her?
Yeah, grab her. Yeah, take her out. Take her out. It's okay.
Oh.
Goddamn a rainbow cloud and what's going on out here? Bleaching the
It don't seem too abnormal. I seen that
that's
before.
crazy. I can see every color of the rainbow through that motherfucking cloud. And that's the only one lighting up like that. Sun big and beautiful today.
So my son and I are driving, and this is what we
Now, that right there, that's a little abnormal. Leave a comment below if y'all seen something that heavy in color in the skies.
see in the sky. Like, look at those colors. That is so bright. Like, there's nothing else around. I don't know where it came from, but it's so bright in colors. So cool.
What in the fuck is that?
Look like CGI. Flopping around in the water like that.
First of all, look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
Hey, what y'all think? Y'all think that's CGI or some kind of creature that we haven't discovered yet? Leave a comment below.
The fuck is that?
Here go a fact about nature that you probably did not know. How the river terrain is formed. See right here, y'all have two beavers that decide to make a dam. But that dam changed the water flow. And as the beavers transcend, the water flow is still changed. But that slight water flow has a greater effect on the terrain. See, as the water pressure comes, it forces the other side of the land to move. And that continuously happens all the way down the stream. And what the red flags are is what the water pressure pushes the land in. Which according to my calculations, they call these fractals. Now let's see what this look like in real life. Y'all seeing this in real time, rivers actually changing from these fractals. And now I know how the river terrain is formed. Now I know
I know that'll suck to have some land right there on the river. 10, 15 years later, no more land.
be the only person who this is my first time knowing how rivers is formed.
He's early 30s and you're a late 50.
Yeah.
But somehow you both look the same age there. I mean, you know, there's something to be said for being with a younger man.
I suck babies' blood and put it on my face.
Okay.
Just joking, Hollywood world. Breaking news, if you live in the UK, you need to watch this video right now. There is a crossbow-wielding murderer loose in London, and what he did is just shocking. And please, make sure you share this video with a friend, family, anybody that you can. 3 women, Carol Hunt and her 2 daughters, were brutally unalived last night in their home. This guy right here is Kyle Clifford, and he was described by his neighbours, by locals, by people he used to know at school as just a very normal and nice guy. The authorities got the call at just after 7 PM last night from Bushey, just outside of Watford, and when they arrived, of course, they found the 3 women unalived in their own home. Now, it's come out that this was a targeted attack. He meant for it to be these specific victims. He went in there and he did this. Now, this guy right here is Bradley Clifford, who was arrested back in 2018. And turns out this is actually his brother. And I mean, yeah, what a lovely family. Now, apparently the woman was his ex-girlfriend and she was now married to the Radio 5 presenter.
Throw the whole family away.
For motorsport, but he is still out there apparently somewhere in London as he hasn't been caught yet. But there was a tip reportedly today where the police spotted him and he made an escape, so we should be getting closer. But honestly, the whole thing is just shocking, and prayers go out to the family and anybody involved. And please share this about and hit that follow button. I will keep.
Hey, I hope y'all people in UK are staying safe out there and well protected, cause y'all got some weirdos on the loose.
Okay, today, bro, I had to get this as soon as I saw it in the store. What the fuck Is it shit? What's that? That asshole.
Like
it's a
mushroom
rat.
stems.
There's a rat in this shit.
Alright. Getting on this trend of fake meat.
Oh my god. Turkey putty?
Please tell me what kind of turkey turns into potted meat. Like you can't even...
Scooping this ice cream and it looks like a wire is coming out of the middle of it. I really don't know what that is. Keep digging and see.
Is that a stem? A wire? Like really, what is that?
Yeah. That is a wire.
Look at this shit. Put a magnet that I got from here into the Great Value Chicken.
That piece of metal. Wow. A boat. Do y'all think a lot of these videos are set up? Because sometimes it's a little too sketchy. I don't know. Ooh, anybody up for some lab grown meat?
It literally won't go in.
Let's see how far.
Per diem. Let's try per diem. Read that shit. Not pulling.
Let me find out they putting metal in the chicken.
That's not pulling. Watch.
It seemed like to me they trying to turn us into human conductors.
Look, actually, just cut this out of camera. No avocado seed.
Eggs from fucking Costco. Crack them in a separate bowl because I just cracked one and that's a motherfucking roundworm that just came out of that fucking egg.
But look at the texture. My finger makes an indent like a sponge, and then I did this. Squeeze.
Ooh, sponge salmon, my favorite.
Squeeze. I squeezed it as hard as I could, and look, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller.
They need to start labeling them eggs. Peel the yolk before frying.
Three bizarre vending machines that you won't believe exist in Japan. This vending machine dispenses ID pictures of random people. No one knows who exactly they are or where they came from. The next strange vending machine dispenses used undergarments. For obvious reasons, we'll use this cartoon instead to illustrate. The last bizarre vending machine provides meat, but not just any meat, whale meat. Which vending machine would you use?
Hey, I bet that undergarment machine stank like a motherfucker, don't it?
If you are a healer, you are extremely powerful. More than you give yourself credit for. What a lot of healers don't understand about themselves is that they are master alchemists. And by alchemists, I mean spiritual alchemy. You can transmute pain, hatred, envy, all of the 7 sins into a pure consciousness, which is Christ consciousness. Now, all Christ consciousness means is just understanding we all come from one source and that there is unconditional love all around us. True healers, true alchemical healers are kind of rare on planet Earth because the amount of power that you have to exert, the average person cannot sustain themselves, especially if they were born in a toxic environment. If you so choose the path of the healer, your mission here on Earth is to go through lessons, understand how to alchemicalize those emotions, and be an example for others. However, with this mission comes a lot of targeting. It's like the Matrix can sniff out exactly who the healer is, exactly who are the ones that were sent by their higher realms. And they're going to send so many unhealed people at you, and it's kind of like a double-edged sword. If you fail the battle, if you lose the battle, they get to siphon your energy because healers give a lot of energy to people. But if you win the battle, not only do you get to learn the lesson, but you also get to alchemicalize these emotions. And you'll learn, you'll become wiser, and none of these narcissist sociopaths will ever affect you ever again. I consider healers the white blood cells of this matrix. So as a white blood cell, you just chomp away at negative entities, narcissists, sociopaths, and you alchemicalize it by making their proteins, in a sense, because what do white blood cells eat? And you make the proteins into fuel for your body, so you use the energy that you've alchemicalized as fuel for you. This is why you're heavily targeted. This is why the Matrix wants to knock you down, because just imagine the power you hold if you can alchemicalize every emotion there is. Earth is the battleground for the angelics and the fallen angelics, which is basically just higher dimensional entities versus other higher dimensional entities, and you signed up to come down here to help. If you want to learn more about humanity's angelic origins, what do healers really do, how to heal humanity, how to break out of this matrix,
I wonder what that is. Kind of looked like that sphere in Las Vegas, right? Now, if that thing just shoot off and take off, then I know it's real. I'm calling cat. Something like that'd be on TV everywhere. Something like that would be scary as hell to witness.
Morbid Facts, Part 294. In 1984, Motley Crue lead singer Vince Neil crashed his car while driving drunk, killing his friend Nick Razzle Dingley and critically injuring 2 people in the car he hit. Neil was charged with vehicular manslaughter, but only paid a $2.5 million fine and served 15 days in jail. According to various studies, castrated men don't go bald. Balding is apparently caused by sex hormones that castrated men don't produce. In France in 1386, a pig caused the death of a child by mangling its face and arms. The pig was put on trial, then punished by having its own head and legs mangled.
What? A pig put on trial? News to me.
Then dressed in human clothes and publicly hanged. In 1758, when a wealthy woman named Hannah Beswick died, She left behind a will that instructed her doctor to ensure that she was absolutely dead. She had a pathological fear of being buried alive and left her fortune to the doctor to prevent it. For the next 110 years, Hannah's body was regularly checked to ensure that she wasn't still alive.
Tripping right now. You see them lights on here?
Hey,
Like
government vehicles, no need to be around. Nothing to see here. Military exercises.
Females represent magnetism. This is why they are curvy and attractive. Males represent electricity, which is the action-taking force. This is because everything is created out of electromagnetism. This is the real atom. This field spirals while coming inwards and outwards. The out force is the male, which is the red, and the in force is the female. This creates red shift, the out force, the in force blue shift. This is why everything is red and blue. Roses are red, violets are blue. God, Allah, Elohim are all names for the Supreme Being. They all add up for 26. 26 is 8. 8 is the torus field. God is light. God is energy. Everything is God. We are all God. 0 and 1, the binary code of all creation. 0, the cosmic womb. 1 is the action-taking force. Male and female comes from the torus field. 0 and 1. The phi symbol is the torus field. Physical is the phi cycle, the cycle of the atom, which is a torus field. Day and night, we live in cycles. If you open your eyes, you will see magnetism in every aspect of creation. Everything physically is electric. Everything runs off electricity. Without electricity, your body couldn't move and the world wouldn't exist. Your brain is an electrical computer, and it is the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
So there are these random metal structures that have been popping up all over the world. They're calling them monoliths, but the craziest part is no one knows where they're coming from. They've been spotted in Utah, India, Iran, Finland, Germany, and 38 in the US alone. And I'm going to show you the list so you can Google to see if there's one where you are right now. Now, like I said, they don't know where these are coming from, but everyone who has seen the movie A Space Odyssey can tell you that these resemble the monoliths in the movie. In 2001, A Space Odyssey, the monoliths were created by an advanced alien civilization. They were a sort of technology that helped the apes evolve into human beings. But what about Arrival, the best alien movie of the decade, where the heptapods appeared all over the world in similar monolithic looking structures? Here are some of the states where the monoliths have been popping up. They've also been spotted in Canada, in Alberta, Ontario, and Quebec.
Like I said before, man, if that was really alien, we wouldn't be able to move it or nothing. It'd be like taking Thor hammer out of rock.
I'm the only one that thinks it's just so crazy that they're everywhere and yet no one knows where they're coming from. Or what do you think? Do they really not know? Or is it just that they don't want to tell? What do you think these are? Get in the comments and let me know your thoughts.
I can see that coming. Very soon.
Your tampons have lead in them? Y'all, I literally just came past this and I am literally bewildered right now. Are tampons safe or harmful? Study finds that tampons contain arsenic, lead, and other metals. Before I ask a serious and important question we should all be asking.
It sounds like they trying to offer y'all instead of trying to help y'all. If this true and they really got all that stuff inside those tampons, it need to be a class action or something filed.
Do you know how bad this is? Tampons go into one of the most absorptive places in the whole human body. Arsenic, barium, cobalt, chromium, nickel, lead, mercury. Right before we ask that important question, let's look at the side effects from first lead. Pain in the abdominal area and joints, constipation, nausea, vomiting, learning disabilities, slow growth, fatigue or loss of appetite, hyperactivity or irritability, baby colic, headache, insomnia, and memory loss. Any of that sound familiar? Mercury has the same side effects but add potential brain damage and lung damage, as well as weakness and exhaustion. If I were you girls, I would get together and do a class action lawsuit and take them down for this. And now for the question that everyone should be asking. How in the world is lead and mercury getting anywhere near tampons? Y'all follow me? Nowhere in the creation of these tampons do we see lead or mercury. Many people right now are sick because these giant corporations are not held accountable to society standards in what we do with the body. Use pads, y'all.
Have y'all ever seen the process on how ramen noodles made? First they add a bottle of WTF sauce into a container, and then they grab the goop scoop and mix it together. And then they pour out the goop juice all on the tray until it's even all over. And then, you know, they put it inside of an oven, baked at 350, until they pull it out and it looks like a brownie. You know, I didn't know that the first step in making noodles is a goop scoop brownie. And then, you know, they take it all out, put it all on the tray, and grind the goop scoop brownie up until it's a powder form. Pull the goop scoop brownie dust out, and they mix it with orange sauce and some more, whatever that is. Yeah, they flatten it out, and now.
How y'all like y'all noodles? Y'all like them plain, or do y'all like cheese in y'all noodles? Or do y'all don't eat noodles? Cause I don't.
You got noodles. Now you got ramen noodles. And these are all the goop scoop ingredients for ramen noodles. Y'all want to read that last part?
So every year, this crazy skyscraper competition is held by Ebola magazine, and here are the top 5 winners. The first honorable mention is the Memory Drop skyscraper out of Germany. These are skyscrapers in the shape of drops over the water. The building would be accessible via your DNA. The second honorable mention is the cloud net above the 3 gorges in China. This would be made with a series of mesh layers that can be adjusted based on the water levels. The top layer would be for agriculture, then living units, supply layer, and one for traffic. In third place is the Ocean Lung skyscraper out of Egypt. This facility would be located about 3,000 feet below the surface and supported by this flotation. It would act as a kind of artificial coral reef by filtering the excess CO2. In second place is the Streamline Concerto out of China, which would act as a river border and dam that would circulate the downstream line with the upstream line. The point is to address erosion and sediment accumulation of the Yellow River, and they claim it could even control sandstorms. And in first place, the urban intercropping, also out of China. What makes it so brilliant is that it takes advantage of what we already have, the empty space between buildings. This way, you can have sections that stick out, which would provide more plant life and better heat distribution. Honestly,
hey, I don't know, these skyscrapers are pretty cool. Let me know in the comments if you like them.
I don't know why we haven't been doing this the whole time.
Modern-day alchemy is alive and well. So much so that about 16% of the entire periodic table is found nowhere in the universe except in our alchemy labs. And yes, we can make gold, it's just not worth it. These 19 elements are synthetic elements. Depending on the element, they're made in different ways. The lighter of these elements are not even that hard to make. You can even make them by accident in, say, a nuclear reactor. But the heavier elements, it takes sophisticated machinery and it's no walk in the park. To give you a taste of how difficult this is, let's talk about the heaviest element known to man, oganesson. Keep in mind, this element is so hard to synthesize that, as of 2020, only 5 atoms of the substance have ever been produced, and those might be the only 5 to have ever been produced in the universe. So how is it made? First, start with the highly radioactive element, californium-249. This element is so rare, it's only ever been detected naturally in a single star 356 light years away. So all of the californium we have on Earth is produced synthetically, about half a gram a year, costing around $185 million per gram. Now take 10 milligrams of the stuff, let it oxidize, and use it to coat a sheet of 1.5 micrometer thick titanium foil. Then take another radioactive substance, calcium-48, and rip off all of the electrons. Then accelerate those calcium ions in a ring until they're going 10% the speed of light and smash them into the titanium foil. Do this with about 5 million trillion calcium ions, and if you're lucky, one of those calcium ions will join with californium and form oganesson-294. As an aside, it should be obvious that making gold this way wouldn't be particularly cost-effective, even if it is significantly easier than making element 118. The actual merger isn't very complicated. If the 2 atomic nuclei manage to get close enough, there's a probability that they'll merge. This happens via quantum tunneling because they have to bypass the electric repulsion between the 2 positively charged clumps of protons and neutrons. If that tunneling does occur, energy can be redistributed amongst the constituent particles and the strong force can take over, leading to the formation of a very unstable new element. And then, after all of that work, it disintegrates about a millisecond later. Now, just a fun fact about oganesson, even though it's in the part of the periodic table that's supposed to have noble gases, it's believed that if enough of it could be formed, it would be both solid and highly reactive. So neither noble nor gaseous. But that's perhaps a subject for another video.